And we are live.
We're back.
We're back.
Watchers Podcast.
WATCH hard. ERZ.
Apple.
Spotify.
YouTube.
Facebook.
Instagram.
Not on Pornhub.
So, to my left.
Episode 52.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't.
52.
Episode 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. I'm Tavon. Tri-State _tip.
I am Smitty Green Giant on Instagram.
Formerly
known as The Damaging. Formerly known as The Stranger in Moscow.
Just come on, Corey, man. Just ignore it.
And I'm just Ken. Anywhere else, I'd be a 10.
Yeah, and where can he find you at?
They can find me at kendom.com. But if Tiger Helly were here, you'll find him at Tiger Helly 19 at Facebook as Jason Williams. And on the IGs as, what's his thing? Tiger Helly 19, IGs and Snapchat. Yeah. I'm not familiar with his social media all the time.
Okay.
But, you know,
I never thought Ken used social media.
I try not to. Barbie watches my shit.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got Ken here from the Barbie movie with us.
Special guest tonight.
Special guest, goddammit.
Grown ass man up here with a special guest that's a Barbie dog.
Actually, it's not a Barbie doll. It's a Ken doll.
Ken is an action.
Little girls played with that.
Ken is an action figure. Damn it.
Man.
All right. So how's everybody's week?
My week has been great. I'm having a good week.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm just getting over a little virus. Well, I was sick.
Ooh.
Make sure you spray that mic.
I did. Yeah. And when we end up turning into zombies or something other than that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit better now. As you see, I got tea and water instead of the
Okay, yeah. I was wondering.
the Mad Dog.
In the old days, they used to use alcohol to solve all your ailments.
Yeah, if you'd have drunk the Mad Dog, we ain't been sick. you ain't been sipping the Mad Dog like the rest of us.
I would though. Right. Doctor's orders. I got to take Pure Leaf.
Okay.
And this tap water that I took from upstairs.
Oh, you going in my good stash? Ain't even tap water. That's my deer part. You better take that to Sonny.
I am. I'm gonna do what the young kids said. They take it to the head, man.
All right. Where y'all want to start at? We got a couple things to talk about. So somebody get that.
I guess we start with Mr. Francis Ngannou and
that's where you want to start?
Yeah, we can start with that one then.
All right.
Since that's the hotbed discussion. But.
So Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's not really exhibition. It counted towards a record since they actually gave
it was a legit fight.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but I think going in, most of us predicted a one-sided fight because Francis Ngannou coming from UFC MMA background, where Tyson Fury has been pure boxer. And actually, he's still undefeated, right? He never lost?
No.
Is he undefeated?
No. Yeah, he's still,
Yep.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
He's got that one time.
Tyson Fury. Is he undefeated?
Yeah. He hasn't lost yet.
I think he is. He has the tie with Wilder. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I got to double check it, but I
he's
think he might be
undefeated.
undefeated. But either way, I think a lot of people expected that to be a one-sided fight. And Francis Ngannou ended up putting up
a hell of a fight.
Yeah, knocking him down in the third round. I didn't watch the entire fight. I watched the highlights, so I can't really speak and give him justice. But from the reactions that I've read, they were saying that
he controlled the fight.
He pressed the pace. And from the highlights I did see, you can tell he's not a pure boxer. He doesn't have the mechanics of a pure boxer, but something about either his strength mixed with, the striking that he already does have, he can. I'd be afraid if I'm a heavyweight boxer to challenge him in a celebrity fight or whatever they call in these type of things now, where they do these Mayweather McGregor shits.
He is one of the hardest.
I wouldn't be like, I'm comfortable going against him.
Hell no, he was one of the hardest punchers in that country, well, UFC's company's history. Ain't
Country and the company.
Company. Look, sorry, in that company's history. So I watched some of the fight yesterday, but then I caught the highlights, and then I actually just started watching the actual fight this morning, and it was a weird thing to see because I was coming in like everybody else. I'm like, Fury, this is gonna be a one-sided ass beating because this man has never been in a boxing ring, but to Francis' credit, I mean, he came ready to fight. I mean, he was swinging. I mean, a lot of his punches were loopy, and he didn't really have any like technique.
And that's what I mean, where you could tell he didn't have the discipline of a boxer.
Now, had this been like a Lennox Lewis or something other, or a real good chest counter boxer, they would have put his ass out. Just the way how it is. I think Tyson Fury kind of just took him lightly and didn't really. He took his skill for granted and ended up being in a real fight. And I think he was like, the third round, he was like, okay, now I'm in a fight. Then he kind of threw an elbow at him and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it should have been. I would have gave him the win. I mean, just based off of the ring control and the knockdown. But it comes to show boxing is what it is. So
yeah, a lot of, like I said, a lot of reaction that I saw online. A lot of people were saying, what did it come down to? A split decision?
yeah.
Yeah, so it could have went either way, but nonetheless, shout out to Francis Ngannou for putting up a better fight.
I'm happy that this happened though, but
representing for the MMA crew that's been kind of losing to the boxers lately. So
yeah, I mean they've been putting the wrong MMA guys in a boxing ring.
Right.
Now you got a guy who's a legit who can punch, get it in there. I think honestly a better fight would have been with Wilder and Ngannou because they both like to swing wild.
Yeah, that would have just been a slug and people would have paid to see.
That's the one that should have happened. But I think kind of in a losing effort. I mean, this is really going to hurt Fury because now he got beat up by a novice. Now he got to come in there and fight. Was it Usyk next?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I felt that was a little disrespectful to. That's why I didn't say they took this fight seriously because how do you schedule? What is it next month?
Yeah,
it's like some
turnaround. I doubt that's going to happen. He got a mouse on his eye right now.
Yeah, I saw he got
it's,
a little.
It's definitely going to be pushed to probably. I'm assuming. I'm just going to guess March.
Right.
Well, Francis had a quote post fight. He said, "If he was being honest, he'd say I won that fight. I won that fight. There's no question about it. Even before getting here, I knew if this fight gets to a decision, I'm not winning. Not because I didn't do good, but because I'm the new guy in the house." That was his quote.
No, I can see that.
I see that. I mean, I can see the argument, but honestly, he should have won it. I mean,
that's what he said. I mean, boxing is going to protect boxing.
I mean,
you can't have a martial artist come in and beat your top guy, and then
one of the biggest heavyweight draws at that though.
Good. Can you take this and try to mute the TV for me? Yeah. It's in the middle of the controller. Look by the volume. I'll let you know if it takes. You'll see a little sign up at the top. But anything else anybody got on that fight? Corey, did you see anything of it?
I told you I wasn't watching that.
No.
I don't really care for it. That's a disrespect to boxing. I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah. Nah, it ain't gonna reach. It's all right. Yeah. I can see your argument, Corey. It's just It's the world we live in now.
I wanted to see the spectacle.
The celebrity boxing shit didn't change the face of boxing.
But my only complaint was when I was watching this, and I was watching with my son of all people yesterday. And my only complaint about it is it took too long for them to really get it going. They had too long of a delay. And I was like, this is just too much.
When you say delay, you mean what?
I was ready for the fight about an hour into the thing. Once the
you mean like when
the preliminaries was over with.
Oh, okay.
They was BSing around. They had, was it ASAP or somebody? I think it was Rapid and everything. I'm like, I want to see these guys swing now. I don't want to see all this other extra shit. Man, but
right.
It is what it is now.
Yeah.
Speaking of it is what it is, Showtime. Oh, it's on boxing as well.
What's that?
Well, since Showtime boxing is ending now.
Really?
Yep. They canned it.
So where their paper? Do they? Well, I guess somebody gonna try to grab the pay-per-views that they've been doing.
After this year, who knows what's going on with it? Because HBO's not doing boxing anymore right now. Now Showtime got rid of it. So.
Oh shit.
Now it's going to be an interesting place where they're going to start showcasing like boxing matches now in general.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's a interesting thing to keep an eye out on this year. So
yeah. What we got next?
I mean, we're gonna stay on sports.
Yeah, we go.
Football.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a bad day today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Tiger Helly would love the football today.
Yeah, y'all got to win. Y'all got to go win. Good win. Look good.
Good solid win.
Good look. Good look.
Chiefs.
Look good.
Chiefs 6-game winning streak snapped by the Broncos.
Okay. That's
in a very decisive game. Wasn't even close. Patrick Mahomes was supposedly had the flu.
You talking about their 16 winning streak over the Broncos?
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Well, yes, they're on a 6-game because they lost the first game of the season. 6-game and
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because they lost the first game of the season to the Lions.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are they? 6-1.
So
going into today.
Yeah. Okay.
Now they're 6-2.
Yeah. Anybody can get beat.
My Captain. Yeah. Well, my Eagles won.
And they had like a crazy stat about how well Kelsey does when Taylor's there and when she's not.
Going with this,
like they're keeping stats on it now, and he actually does have a way better game when she's there than when she's not. I don't know.
I just heard she became a billionaire.
So we're gonna keep her out of stadiums.
I don't really care for her like that, but I recognize your game, Kelsey.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's not a stranger in Moscow.
Please, she'll be making a whole diss song about.
Oh yeah. I seen somebody said, "What's the diss song gonna be called?" It's gonna be called Travesty. So yeah. So you see that it's coming soon.
Yo, all her like songs have been like, her biggest hits have been like from guys that like kicked her to the curb, man.
Like Calvin Harris.
I mean, after a while, when you look at her, you thinking she's the problem, man. But that's a whole other argument, though.
Yeah. I'm not going.
I don't even know why we brought that stat up.
Yeah. Anything else football related?
TV.
Huh?
I seen it on TV.
I seen it and I turned the channel.
Look, I was just like, who compiled this? For like somebody sat there and say, "Yo,
you that bored that you had to go find something."
Not only that, they got the stats and then they made a graphic for it. I was like,
what's crazy about this shit? I have explained football to like Taylor Swift fans for the past month now, and it is just like a weird thing. They're like, "Well, when is this? How do you score the touchdowns and this and that?" I'm like,
you might need some batteries in there, Dad.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. This getting a little annoying. I was trying to put on that Muhammad Ali.
The boxing match.
Yeah, the first one between
real boxing match
between him and
Joe Frazier.
But the remote is acting like. Either way, what we got next?
Oh, one other thing. Since I was out,
don't talk about I'm saying don't talk about the little skinny white girl again.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not bringing that up, man. I just wanted to say, is Ken a fan of the Las Vegas Aces?
Congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay,
Good win.
I could support that.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way.
What we got next?
Boy.
Well, NBA,
You know,
speaking of NBA
just-
start,
It's just we came a long way. When Corey's the voice of reason here, I just feel like
It's a bad situation.
at
Y'all
some
just
point
keep beating the drum, man. Remember that, Jay? You keep beating the drum.
No, it started off with, I don't want that shit.
I told you not to take it. Y'all keep beating the drum. See what's gonna happen to you. We all three were sitting there like little kids getting yelled at.
I had a bad night. Look, even a man of my stature will have a bad night. I had a lot going on that day.
So the NBA startup was this week.
NBA season
Started up.
started this past week. Yes, sir. Anything in particular y'all want to talk about? Any games y'all watched? What's going on with James Harden?
He home?
His ass gotta come. He gotta play.
He tried to come. He tried to come play, and they told him nah.
So like I was telling Jules, the Sixers kind of
They messed up.
fucked themselves
Yeah.
for that new rule with him showing up, trying to get on the plane.
Yeah.
He was trying to play. You just held him out. That's going against that new rule they put up.
Yeah.
Non-injured player on what is it on? Non-injured player on
Player participation little rule they got. So and then he was at the game today, but
he ain't play.
nope.
He had to be on the bench. This whole thing with him is just it's annoying.
What's going on with
It's all-
Philadelphia though? That they keep getting a player that says, you know what, I don't want to be here no more.
That's
Is
when I
that-
started looking at him be kind of funny.
Is that the problem?
I'm looking at everybody right now because this is like the third guy that left. Who was it? Was it Ben left? Well, Ben got
so
traded.
you want to say Jimmy Butler? That's what
Yeah,
you're
that
saying?
was what I said. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Butler. Now you got Simmons. Now you got Embiid. Now
Harden.
Yeah, now Harden. Yeah, but it's weird because they got a team tailor made that can go to a championship. Had Kawhi Leonard not hit that three, they would have went to the finals. But
So what you're saying is it's not always sunny in Philadelphia.
no, it's not.
So
It's hazy.
They should have just kept John fucking Benson. I've been saying that for fucking 2 years.
yeah, but how do you keep him and he's saying actively he don't want to be here?
Avon, I'm gonna tell you, I keep telling people, what did they do post him? They didn't go nowhere further. And then that makes me look at Embiid even more. You supposed to be the most dominant, whatever big man you say. You ain't done nothing.
See,
He had a good crying gift.
You ain't done. This is two different things. We can say it for what's the name. When they got rid of Shaq and put Kobe by himself, everybody thought he was gonna fail, right? What'd he do? I want a team to myself. Same shit that Joel Embiid been saying. Kobe won. He didn't. All he was doing is bitching about an MVP, and he finally got it.
and so now he has this.
He washed, man. I wouldn't build a team around Embiid, dog.
I think I personally think this is going to be. He's going to ask.
You gonna ask him to move there? He's next. Yeah, what was it? Knicks?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I can see that. I can see it happening.
I would not be surprised if Joel come
And
out.
so the rumors that float that saying the Knicks already offered Sixers a package.
the house.
Was it
for
RJ
him.
Barrett, Robinson, 3 picks, and somebody else.
Somebody else, man.
So Evan Fournier.
Better take it.
I'd take the deal and just build around Maxey.
And so, is there a bigger argument to be said about how to structure a team? I'm not trying to take away from his ability at all. I think he is, a super all-star caliber player. But to have a big in 2023 as your main star of your team, but
Nuggets
he's not.
did it.
But he's not Jokic, right? So Jokic is a point guard center to me. He's different in the ability that he doesn't need to be
The focal
by the
point
rim, or he has to score the most points to win. He can score 15 points, but get you 10 assists, and y'all still win. He'll have 15, 10, and 10 rebounds or something like that, right? So his ability to play at the perimeter, I'm talking about Jokic here, facilitate and score is, to me, that new basketball. You have to be all level. You have to be offensively, at least, capable of everything a guard can do. If you're going to be that type of dude, Embiid is not the facilitator. He can stretch the flip court, but I wouldn't want him shooting that all day.
I don't like that. And that's
A lot of times he does a little pump fake and then tries to drive in, do his little spin move, fall to the floor.
like
get to the
Hakeem
basket.
Olajuwon type thing.
Right. And so now I'm thinking, just in general, I just don't want to build my team around the center like that in general.
Man,
I may be off, but it's hard. It's hard to compliment it, is what I'm getting at.
Man.
Unless you have somebody like Damian Lillard. Another dynamic, smaller player, is really hard to build a team around somebody like that. That's just my 2 cents. For the amount of money that they're going to have to pay him, you can get a serviceable center and 2 good scorers, if that makes sense. Right? And still have another all-star on the team.
yeah. I want to see Embiid down the bottom and like punishing dudes. He's got a.
But this is 20.
But this era.
Right. We're in
it's a scored
2023
center.
going into 2024. And so we looking at when people play, right? You looking at some of these guards or some of these top scorers in the league, and the people that are making it to the ends to the next rounds are not people that need to use up the whole shot clock just to get one shot off. Joel Embiid, when he gets the ball, needs about at least 7 seconds to do anything because he got to do this. He got to pump fake, hesitate, bomb, spin move. When you're in the playoffs and it's crunch time, it's 2 minutes left, you got to get 2 buckets. We need the offense to move. We need people moving. We need to get to the basket. We need to get open shots. Not this.
Do you think he slows the game down?
It benefits him to slow it down. But in moments, I feel like Jason Tatum, to me, is the opposite. Jason Tatum go bomb, pull up. He'll get a little funky, step back, pull up. That's what I want in the last 2 minutes because I need shots to go up to make sure we get a chance to win this game. I don't need you doing 7, 8, 11, 15 seconds of hesitation, post move, spin move, drive, hope you get a call on the foul line. But they're not going to call a foul.
Right.
And I think that's where it's hard for him to be a focal point of a team, in my opinion.
I think personally, this is just me. I think this is his last year. He gonna ask for out, and they're gonna send him out. Well, I wouldn't. Damn, now I'm just hypothetically speaking. If there was a 2 trade Embiid, if this comes
who wants Embiid?
Who would?
That's what you have to look at now. Is who wants Embiid?
Where would he fit?
Not everybody wants Embiid because that's not fitting their team. The Knicks, I can see wanting Embiid because he'll put seats. He'll put people in the seats, and that's what the Knicks care about to me. First,
Seat fillers, man.
they need to sell tickets. Then they care about winning. That's just my personal opinion about the Knicks. And Embiid will do that, and then they can surround them with whoever they need to surround them with, shooters or whoever they got still left on that team.
And lose in the second
Brunson, and get knocked out in the second round. But that's all the Knicks care about. They just want people to come in. That's all. Yeah, they go. I'm not saying they're going to win.
No, you're right because the Knicks have that.
Brunson is probably still be there, and I'll rock with Brunson. They'll probably lose in the second round. Yeah,
No, more like the first.
I give them 1 round. Until they come up against the Bucks or the Celtics, and then bam, they out.
Now that's a team right there that is going to cause some carnage. I think it's Boston.
Yeah, they look good. Chris look good.
I think.
I'm gonna be on a hype train.
No, I'm just. I was literally going to say that. That was the next damn thing that was going to come out of my mouth. You were saying it last year, but I think they got better I think they made a better trade when they got Drew Holiday. That was the difference maker for me.
But both trades made that team better.
Yeah.
Both trades that
Because
made
they got
that
a
team
big
better.
that can finally score.
Yep, and you got a point. They got a true point guard right now.
Right.
So, and that's a dangerous ass team, man. I'm a Sixers fan, but with Boston move they made, that's going to be something. But now with Boston is during the playoff time is, are they going to freeze up and get past this moment?
They made it to the finals 2 years ago,
Yeah, I know, but
or was that last year?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
My thing is,
2 years ago. Yeah.
Past 4 straight years, 5 straight.
yeah, but that's just my thing. I'm like, all right, okay, y'all done got here now. Y'all done blew up the whole team and blew up the coach as well. And so,
Well, the coach blew that.
yeah, that's a whole other argument. But, oh, Lord. I'll stop that one right there. Before this conversation goes
Man,
forward.
it's still too early.
But-
I wait till like Christmas games to start
Yeah.
really talking about.
You know what? I forgot that midseason tournament was starting this early.
I don't even watch till after the All-Star break, so.
I'm gonna check out the tournament, but I got a feeling the competing teams ain't gonna really care about it. I could tell, like, I feel like the top seeds are probably gonna be like, all right, we just gonna coast this game, make sure nobody get injured.
Right.
If we win, we win. We don't, whatever.
I want to see it just because this is the first time that they're doing this. So it has my interest a little bit. But
I think the younger teams will take it serious.
Yeah.
Pistons, Spurs, those guys. I think those teams are gonna take that tournament serious.
yeah, they should.
Anything else basketball? No.
Warriors lost.
Yeah, I mean it's one game.
Yeah, they starting out.
Yeah.
CP3 looked okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be great with the bench unit.
That was his
They
first
got
time
him starting
going
now,
off.
but Draymond's out. But yeah,
Draymond back.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight they played.
Oh,
Paul came
snap.
off the
and they
bench.
won though, right?
Oh, yeah.
He did come off the bench.
Yeah.
All right, because I knew there was some speculation about him being okay with coming off the bench, but I think he worked perfect. He's a perfect 6-man you want on your team to run that second unit.
Yeah, because he can score. I mean,
Yeah,
as long
well,
as
not
he
even
stays
that.
healthy.
Just he could get the ball. He could get the offense flowing. When you don't have Steph Curry in or Draymond in, you always gonna have somebody that can facilitate
Yep.
between the three of them. So you'll be all right.
Did anybody see the highlight of Jordan Poole try to do the walk-away three?
What he missed?
But he
I heard about it.
He did the whole, like, how Steph turned around. He did it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Nick Young. That's what it is. It's the Nick Young.
Definitely did the Nick Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Any more sports?
Was it 35?
No more sports? Any more sports?
Let's see. What else happened in sports? Nothing really major.
World Series started, right?
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, man.
Tied 1-1.
What's the two teams?
Arizona, was it Diamondbacks?
Arizona
Rangers.
Diamondbacks and Texas Rangers. Some good old hot weather football or baseball.
Okay.
Hot in October type shit.
I was hoping the Phillies won, though.
I wasn't. I mean, they choked. They were up 2-0. Then they came back, got tied up, but then went back. One was up 3-2, and you're going home to play the last two games. And I don't like how that series, the scheduling is set up.
Oh,
It's like when the
Two,
it's like
three,
when
two.
it's like when the NBA used to do that. Well, when the NBA had started doing that, I never liked it because you can have home court or home field advantage. You lose one game at home, you might never get back to your field and or stadium. So
Yeah, had them
Not-
2 games and you go back to Philly and you fly back.
yeah,
And plus they here on the east and they're on the west.
yeah,
All right.
So they just adopted that schedule
yeah. I never liked
a year ago.
I never liked that. I never liked it when the NBA did it. I didn't. I mean, just because it just didn't feel like you had home court or home field advantage if you lose one game.
It shouldn't matter where you at. All the good teams win home or away.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, everybody's playing for everybody. NFL, they playing for a playoff spot to play at home. Everybody. I mean, at the end of the day, like if you are a good team, you're gonna win on the road.
Did the Bengals have a home game when they win the Super Bowl? Besides the one, right?
that year?
You don't need home. Y'all went to Tennessee. Y'all beat the Titans.
They won.
Where else y'all go?
They won.
No, our first week though we beat
No, that's what I
we got
said.
the
You had
Raiders
a
at
home. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
the rest of them joints, you went to the tough crowds and you beat them.
I mean, I feel like I personally feel
won
like
the
my
Raiders,
teams
didn't
play at.
They
But
beat Titans
it's definitely some teams that use a home field as a crutch. The Bills was one of them, but we went ahead and beat them at home. But that's a whole different story. I enjoyed that game, but yeah. So, I mean, schedule is what it is. I'm just glad the Sixers, not Sixers, Phillies lost. I was happy about that. I just was happy about it. You know.
I'm gonna pour this water on Ken's head. Be like,
Them hats disappeared, man, from schools, man. I seen them joints as soon as Philly Red October.
Jerseys, T-shirts,
Yeah,
everything.
I remember they was walking around school wearing them. They come on Phillies. And then what happened? They was quiet. What day was that they lost?
Red and blue everywhere.
Was it Tuesday?
Oh yeah,
They was quiet. Next day, I ain't see a Philly hat in sight.
there was
probably kicking the thing down.
There were like disc jockeys on the radio talking about, yo, I feel like I'm mourning. I was like, damn.
It was.
It was like, it felt like it was a loss of the family. I was like, shit.
No Red October.
It was Red October,
It was
alright.
Red October. There was some red fans was pissed off because guys couldn't hit the ball out of the park. Man.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Hats off to the Diamondbacks. Even the Diamondbacks and the Rangers, actually. Because was it what? 2 years ago, they both had over 100 losses.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to have a 2-year turnaround like that. So that's big up to both of them. That's big up to both of them. Like two bad teams coming up to the front.
Well, one of them
In the World Series.
suck at the end of it. But,
I mean, I'm pretty sure last year and the year before, nobody even expected them to be sniffing around the playoffs, let alone the World Series. So can't be mad at that.
yeah. Did Dusty Baker retire?
Yeah.
Oh, he finally did. Then?
Yeah.
So
God, he's been there forever though, man.
What we got?
that's all the sports we got.
What we got next, though?
All right.
I guess the heavy stuff.
I guess yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had a couple of celebrity deaths this week.
Okay. We go
First, Richard Roundtree, a.k.a. Shaft,
Can you dig it?
passed away. I don't know what day. It was earlier in the week or midweek.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. Midweek. So, R.I.P. And thoughts, prayers, positive energy, his family, friends, and all his fans. And also yesterday, Matthew Perry from Friends and other things, but most famously from Friends,
Chandler, right?
passed away.
That's what it is, right?
I know Friends. It's just I was never. I watched like an episode here and there, but I couldn't tell you
Who was it?
their names. I just know like the character, the actors in them.
Chandler.
I watched like maybe a handful of them. So I wasn't a big fan.
I know a lot of people like it. A lot of people like it.
But yeah, it was,
I always thought it was a living single.
Wasn't it coming back or they did a reunion something recently? What was
I
that?
feel like they did a reunion.
did
Was it like a
a
year or two ago or something?
They did a
Like
reunion.
on HBO Max, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's fairly young.
Yeah. 50.
What, early 50s? Yeah, that's young. Yeah, so conflicting reports, hearing maybe a drowning,
Yeah.
but
That's what they said. He drowned.
yeah. So
I'm just waiting on. No, I ain't even gonna say.
Yeah. This.
I'm about to say I was waiting.
Let the official reports come out first, Corey, before you
yeah. So R.I.P.
For
and
you.
also thoughts, prayers, positive energy.
before you throw
all that stuff.
accusations out there.
Nah, I was gonna wait on Christian to cut another
Oh man.
turn that guy.
So yeah, his friends, family,
Yeah, and
Fans.
RIP though. I was
and he definitely has a lot of fans. Like Cap, you like Friends, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
there was a third death, wasn't there?
Yeah, Richard Mall from
Richard Mall.
Night Court.
oh yeah,
Night
that's
Court.
right. I was forgetting that. That's my guy too, Bull.
Yeah. Yep. Both from Night Court.
And one thing I'll say about him, over the years, he's one of those actors that has always looked really good for his age.
Yeah.
Like he's a big statuesque guy.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
big, tall, statuesque guy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll get older and they're, maybe hunched down or they start to look fragile. He always looked in good shape. He always looked in even after Bull and all that, he started growing the beard and have longer hair. Always looked very good for his age, though. I didn't realize he was 80.
Put that, growing that hair out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he did, yeah. Usually people get older and start looking real older. He started looking really good and healthy.
I'm not throwing no shade. He looking at me with the side eye. When Night Court came out, I thought he was bald.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The hell is Night Court?
What?
It used to be this show.
About a court. They actually
like
the
a comedy
reboots.
on
The reboots
Once
out.
again,
The reboots out now.
This is showing your age.
you're showing your age.
Night Court was the shit, man.
I don't know what Night Court is.
It's just about a courthouse. It's got a bailiff, got the judge. It's comedy.
No, was that dumb show with Ted Danson on it?
No, that's Cheers. That's in the bar. I feel like they could have been a shared universe though.
Yeah,
But Night Court, there's actually the reboot. Is it still on?
Yeah.
It's a reboot
They got a
right
reboot?
now. Yeah, that one's actually pretty decent because
I didn't see a commercial.
John Larroquette's in that one,
Yeah, all the survivor members were on it.
and there's only two. There's only two left out of that main cast.
Marsha Warfield and
the black lady,
Marsha Warfield
and John Larroquette.
John Larroquette.
So yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him in other movies and stuff that he did afterwards.
Yeah,
too, but
he was the
Voice.
ghost in the second Marlon Wayne's
Scary
movie.
He was that.
He was the main ghost villain or whatever you want to call it.
Y'all ever seen this horror movie called House? I'm showing my age. Well, it's this horror movie called House. It's with Richard Katz. It's the guy William Katz. I think it was the guy from Greatest American Hero. He was in it. He was the enemy in it. He was the bad guy. I'll pull it up and show you what it is. It's not a bad movie though. It's an early '80s thing. And he was also Two-Face on the Batman cartoon.
Yeah,
He was the voice?
I didn't know that
he was
until I saw it on the.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that till I saw
Yeah, he was
Oh,
the other day when he passed.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
either.
He was Two-Face on there, and he was Norman on the Mighty Max cartoon. And he did a lot of voiceovers. believe it or
Damn,
not.
okay.
And he was very, very busy. So
all right.
So yeah, comes in threes. So
Yeah.
It's not like he was working around Sidney Poitier every time. That means he's old. I don't know what none of that stuff you was talking about.
You don't remember the Batman? You don't remember the Batman animated series?
Animated series.
No,
he's way after.
Corey.
He's after Sidney Poitier.
Corey.
no.
It's the 80s.
I remember the TV one where that's it. I don't remember the.
Me and Corey only a year apart.
No, I don't remember the Batman. I don't.
The animated series Batman.
No,
He was
No.
Two-Face.
Corey.
you gotta remember, I didn't watch stuff like that.
You know who
You don't
Blank
like
Man? You know who
cartoons?
Blank
I
Man?
told
is.
y'all.
I
You
know,
don't
but I watch black. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Cap don't like
You just
cartoons.
it was the animated. Okay.
Yeah,
now
I
now
really
get it.
don't really. Yeah,
Damn, what kind of
tell y'all,
my
yeah.
boy? But it's.
I
a
thought
whole
you
thing
figured that
about-
out when you was talking about anime last
see,
week.
now I know
keep
why you
trying to
like-
tell you.
But no, I thought it was just anime because
No.
it's, Japanese is all.
Nah.
But Corey, man,
What?
how did you grow up in the '90s?
Cat
and
gonna
not
be like, I
watch
watched
cartoons?
Bugs Bunny 2 times. He was like, I watched it twice.
How you not watch cartoons growing up in the
Not really.
90s, man?
Watching
My
movies.
mom said, I didn't watch that stuff. Like that was more into like. What I used to always watch. Unsolved Mysteries and America's Most Wanted.
Nigga,
I liked it, shit like that. I liked
I
it.
be inviting you over my house and shit.
What?
How you
Don't watch no damn cartoon.
how you was watching Unsolved Mysteries
Nah, I like-
and murder shit
I like stuff like
at 6
that.
years old?
I like it. That's how I used to bond with my mom or grandma or grandpa.
And I'm not talking about that at all. I'm just
vouch
saying,
for
God
this, though.
damn.
Yeah, he could Jules and time. I would watch that stuff.
Cat was like, yo,
Saturdays at 9:00. I knew where I was going to be at. America's Most Wanted or American Justice on A&E channel. I knew what I was watching.
I was the
Oh,
he-
man,
he was like,
I
yo,
didn't know
watched
what none of that shit
He
was.
said, I
as
watched
a
Bugs
kid.
Bunny twice.
The first time I even heard the word rape, I thought it was somebody getting attacked by a rake.
I did too. I thought I was the only one. I was like,
I'm saying, the only cartoon I probably even watched was what? Captain Planet?
Okay.
And Jetsons, that's what it is. And
All right.
Flintstones, I watched that,
All right.
but I'm not watching no
Damn,
Batman
man.
animated series.
It was it though, man.
That was
It was it.
a
Yo,
was
just
it.
like Pokemon was it for some of y'all too, right?
Yeah.
Not for me.
I will say
That
this.
thing's
Sit
so
down,
hard,
and
though.
I'm going to tell you this.
I just want to.
Jules,
I just want you to give it a
Jules.
shot.
Jules, before you do it, Jason gave Tavon the same warning. When he said, watch this, he said, Cap is not going to watch it.
Once he
Don't
starts
waste
the
your
anime,
time.
I said,
But I'm telling you this.
Sometimes you
I
just-
will give you 5 episodes.
it's just
to
a
watch.
dead mission. He ain't gonna watch
Just
it.
go
dude.
in there.
You wasting airtime asking that.
I will.
He is not gonna watch it.
Because Tavon was serious trying to talk me into it. Jason on the side. Stop.
He gonna say it to y'all, but damn it, he gonna listen to me.
Stop.
I kind of had a hand in raising this boy.
But he ain't gonna watch
I
it.
know he ain't gonna watch it, but I will give.
He
you
about to
5.
give 5
I will
episodes.
sit
He ain't
there
gonna
with
watch.
him and watch this motherfucker.
If I say I'll push play and let him watch me.
No, I will sit your ass down and be like, look, we're gonna watch 5 episodes. I'm gonna give you 5. That's all. They're only 22 minutes.
That's too long.
No, they ain't too damn long.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna work on this now.
On that note.
we gonna end this.
On that note,
What we got next?
Oh, shout out to Richard Roundtree too, man.
Yeah.
That was the
Shout
first black superhero, man, that we had. And that would hit. I don't usually like get caught up on celebrity deaths, man, but that was like my guy growing up, though, man. So definitely shout out to Richard Roundtree.
Damn, him and Jim Brown, same.
Damn, that is crazy. Think of it, man.
so while we're on the topic of celebrities, some salacious tabloidy type.
Oh, my
I mean,
mic
not
turned on.
really. I mean, Brittany Spears.
You want me to mute your mic?
Y'all gotta start talking about Dwight Howard, man.
Oh no, I'm about. Oh shit, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that. But I was just gonna mention Brittany Spears and her book.
She got a book.
Yeah, she got the memoirs of being a woman or something like that.
Dropping some bombs in it.
Yeah, ever since that conservatorship, she's been telling it all.
She been wilding a little bit too.
yeah.
What she say? She said,
I know she talked about she had an abortion when her and JT, Justin Timberlake, were together,
shit, yeah.
and that he was adamant that they should not have a child because he felt they weren't ready. She really wanted to have it. You know, she's from a very religious household, so, and she really wanted to have that child, but but he talked her into it. They didn't have it, but
that part I'm low key siding with him, because if you're not really responsible, or this is just my personal opinion, if you're not responsible for that responsibility, don't do it. But at the same time,
should wrap that shit up.
Wrap that shit up.
Wrap that
There you go.
I just said they participated in the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
And so I just want to give a disclaimer real quick. We are no way, shape, or form advisors, counselors,
Thank you.
or priests, or anything to give any type of relationship, emotional, or mental advice. And with that being said, we can continue.
wrap that shit up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up and pull out. That's
See, he dumb. I'd have been boop boop. Would have been rich.
Yep. I'm pretty sure at that time.
Keep it in a
I'm telling you, at that time, I'm pretty sure she was the breadwinner. At that time.
Even her nut phase. I mean, I like Britney Spears, but my baby be wilding,
You
man.
do. Yo, that knife video had me.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that.
She's
That
saying
a
it was
little-
fake, but I'm like, nah.
Why you
I'm like,
even
girl,
do it
you
though?
cut
Just,
your damn self.
next time, just
Shout out Kevin Federline, the smartest brother walking. You gave her 2.
And got out of there.
And got out of there.
And got the kids.
And eating good.
she
But
said.
yeah.
She said Justin Timberlake was talking extra black around Snoop Dogg.
I believe it.
saying when Snoop Dogg was around, he was saying shit like for shizzle.
I can see that, though. I can see that.
I believe.
So she pretty much called him a fraud.
And you know what? I like Justin Timberlake. Though.
And I
Don't get me
just
wrong.
started liking him like
That's
10
my
years
boy.
ago, but
As far as like white singers, he on my list. It's just I can also see him doing some corny stuff like that.
Cause
Too.
wasn't they walking around with denim and he had like braids in his hair
He's had braids before.
and was trying to wear bandanas and all that other shit? I'm like,
I ain't like how he let
Janet Jackson take
Jan Jackson hang out to dry on that Super Bowl. So I had beef with
Man, that white side came out real quick.
that. He tried that like
that's
he
what
ain't
they
know
do,
nothing about it.
man.
He was down with.
He knew exactly what was gonna go on.
Then he said, "Man, I didn't know that Janet."
Like, you can't tell me it's a part in the song that says, "I'm gonna get you naked." He flipped the thing off and her titty out.
Wasn't it covered though?
Huh?
No.
It was all nipple.
It was
No,
nipple
she
with
had,
a
like,
nipple.
shadow
She had
over
She
the
had a little
stud.
thing on, right?
Yeah,
So
she
it
had
was
a stud.
definitely playing. It was definitely.
No, I
playing.
think
No, she said
it was.
she wasn't
I think it
supposed
was
to
a nipple ring. I think it was a piercing. I'm pretty sure it was a piercing.
It wasn't no thing covering her nipple.
I'm pretty sure it was a
It
piercing.
was a.
I
piece
thought
of
it was like a
jewelry.
little sticker or something.
But
But
They blurred it.
This is probably on the best look that I have to do on
oh damn!
my Android right now.
Then this changed my whole view on that thing.
He left her out to dry though, man. So
Yeah, I thought they planned that.
nah, suppose who knows?
But yeah.
Dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I thought it was because the girl I was
Just-
dating at the time.
Just
This is way before Barbie.
That was all areola.
She was telling me that was a hole, and I was like, no, there's no way in hell. They showed, yeah,
like a pepperoni.
yeah.
I just
Look
I
at
thought it
his,
was a sticker.
Look at his face when he did it. Y'all can't tell me he didn't know. Look at his face.
It was a sticker.
Yeah,
His face, he looking.
he
Ooh.
risked it all, man. Yo, he said that's when he said this one right there.
But but in that part of the song, it says, "I'm gonna get you naked and bow." Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
That ain't no
he knew what he
coincidence.
was doing, man.
You knew. But hey,
Then he gonna come out years later and say, "Well, I apologize, man. You should have came stuck up for her and all that."
nah, he let her. He hung her out to dry, and you know,
But then you go
the rest is
on.
history.
Then you go on foul and start singing something in the box and all that other stuff, man. I really ain't respecting that dude.
Yeah. All right.
He do got some bops, so
Yeah, he
that's
do.
for sure.
He do. I'm not gonna.
Crime
Like, he-
Me River, my joint. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
And,
He got some. He got some.
everything he did with Timberland, that shit slap. That
Yo,
shit
he
slap.
probably was saying, "Yo."
I saw the behind the scenes of him and Pharrell when they did.
Yo, how black was he talking?
What's the one with him and
Yo, I'm looking at him all different
Nelly
now.
Furtado.
man.
Now Pharrell produced the beat all the way from Memphis.
It's the song with clips.
Yeah, I just can't remember how it goes. Anyway,
Who are the clips?
there you go. Here you go. But either way,
I know what you're talking about.
best of luck to
Yeah.
Brittany Spears.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What we got next?
I did see a lot of women posting that it was in that book. I think it dropped last week.
I don't really read it. I might listen to this audiobook on it.
I'm just see what everybody posts.
I just want to be. I like to read a good train wreck.
Well, you're not reading if you listen to the audiobook. He said, I'm going to read that audiobook
Well,
real
listen
quick.
to the audiobook. Man.
That's all good. I like audiobooks.
You know what I mean? Damn it.
No, I like them too, especially if the whoever's reading it is real good.
We got niggas.
So, we're going to transition into horror movies with the time of the year. I think. Oh no! You know what? Before we get to that, let's talk about AEW. Let's talk about a little wrestling.
Oh,
Before we get to wrestling, okay.
y'all went to that.
And we doing tabloids. I'm sorry. It gotta be said.
Audi.
It gotta be said. I don't know how to even start this conversation right now. But according to court documents, Dwight Howard. I can mute you.
No.
Dwight Howard has come out
It's
and
it's a debatable
stated
point.
his participation in said activities
Well,
that frequent the Atlanta area.
But let's start
with what brought this to light.
Yeah.
Somebody's accusing him of a sexual assault. Number
Yes. Another man is accusing him of sexual assault. Let's go to the next topic. You said wrestling? Yeah.
I said something I had no business saying, man.
And you know what?
Take my
It's been
body, go back to
speculated.
it.
It's been speculated. It's been speculated for a while.
We,
It
we-
has.
yeah.
It's been
The voice of reason, and once again, everybody, don't do it.
What you know what?
I'm not going to go into it.
Whatever-
I wanna
whatever
go into
people
it. I'm
wanna
gonna just,
do.
I just
Yeah,
want
whatever
to.
floats your boat. Floats your boat.
I just want to bring light to the situation. He's being accused of sexual assault. Who it is who it is. I just want it to be known that, the topic, the court documents have been
Open.
discovered or something that nature.
They opened them.
Yeah, they sealed them. No, they opened up the whole thing and,
And he
became
may
public knowledge.
participate in some alternative lifestyle situations. And
That's 2023.
oh well and good. Just assault's never okay, no matter who it's against.
Yes, and that's a big dude to be fighting off.
And they and this
Let's just go to wrestling.
and this all I'm gonna,
Let's go to wrestling.
so look, hold on. This all I'm gonna say about the situation, and I'm done. Where he's playing basketball in the area of the world he's playing basketball in right now, it's a very prominent situation of things going on there.
He's playing in China.
I didn't want you to say the country, and I know.
What
I
do you
didn't
mean
want to
it's
make it a-
prominent situation?
They look down.
They look on.
Well, yeah, that's
But-
most of. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but that's a
Just
lot of
skip it.
not just that area of the world, but there's other countries like that. I thought you were referring to when you say prominent. I thought you were saying that it was a lot happening over there. That's why I got a little confused.
Without saying, I didn't want to say a country. I just wanted to. In
It's
a
frowned
certain
upon.
area in the world.
It's
Well,
very
there's a lot
frowned
of
upon.
It's
well,
frowned upon.
not far from there. There's a lot of traffic going,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah, see,
where
now
it
that's-
is,
that's
it is a
whole
very
nother- okay.
when you start
all right.
talking
Yeah,
other places
now that's
close,
yeah.
and there's a
Let's
traffic.
just keep it to Atlanta and call it a day.
Wow. Okay. On the wrestling. Speaking of Atlanta, AEW based out of TNT, TBS TNT. That's wow. Oh wow.
Because you was about to go into some sex. I didn't know where you was going with this, but
I didn't go where you went. But
hey,
speaking of Atlanta,
I'm never going back to
AEW,
Atlanta.
AEW, TBS, TNT, the Superstation, based in Atlanta. That's where it segued, folks. That was a segue. Yeah, we went to AEW Live event in Philadelphia,
It's real weird out there.
and we saw lots of wrestlers.
Don't go to the
Go ahead,
DMV.
go ahead.
Oh
They
man,
like all the
so
grounds up there, man.
And I don't mean it in that type of way.
Even try to explain yourself. Jason, keep talking about
yeah,
this,
so
this live show, please.
so we were at the live show.
Yeah,
It's
stay
like-
line, stop.
It's aggressive. That's what I mean. I felt uncomfortable being there. That's what I mean. As in, like,
I said, don't go to the DMV up there, man.
they'll holler at you and then try to fight you. What the fuck is going on here?
They try to get your number.
Yeah, it's real weird. Shout out! I don't even say shout out, but shout out to this great state of Georgia.
I love peaches. It's my favorite fruit. So this live show in Philadelphia, had a good time.
Yes, AEW came to Philly. Me and Jason and Danny Garcia's phone.
Yeah.
Doing the Garcia dance.
Doing the Garcia dance.
Not everybody can say that. We in his phone.
Yes, yes.
Danny, post that video for us, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you're watching, Danny Garcia, post the video.
Yes.
We was on one.
It was a decent show.
How was the show?
Flair came back.
Ric Flair came. Oh,
Might have borrowed his coat.
And I was in fucking line trying to get some food when he came out. The fucking slowest line ever, and all I can hear is the music and everybody yelling from inside.
Some told me to just stay seated, which I did.
This is at the Lyric Course Center.
Yeah,
Still doing the same.
They still slow in there with the food.
But the one thing about that is it's smart that they do it at the Leocore instead of trying to do it at Wells Fargo.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
they gotta
you got
start
to
sticking to
guarantee
smaller.
tickets. You got to
Yeah.
guarantee tickets to get
You
that
gotta-
big of a center.
Yeah, I go to smaller venues.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Yeah. I feel like that's why they stay at the Leocore.
But decent show. Got to see Tony Storm.
yeah.
Timeless, Tony.
I got to see Sky Blue.
Yeah. We got to see some people up close, actually.
Yeah, Sting. I want to say that's my first time seeing Sting in person.
Okay.
pretty sure.
Yeah, tall dude.
We got to see
I was nowhere near.
Takeshita. Takeshita was next, like
We saw
like from here to that light.
we saw Takeshita on the streets.
Yeah. Oh, speaking on the streets, they got the boy
Nick Wade.
Nick Wayne.
Nick Wade had no security.
He ain't had no security.
He had, all he
just
had
walked.
was a hoodie, and he just walked out.
He just walked out, and he's
on
in the streets of
Philadelphia after dark.
I thought about it for a second. Go ahead and-
He had a couple friends on the corner.
yeah, but it was one chick and another dude, and they right when they hit that corner, I should have just went back.
It was just funny because all the other superstars, they were either rode out in cars or rode on the bus. Nick Wayne was the only one solo.
He put up
on
his
the
hoodie
streets.
and
No
started-
security. He had a
started
hoodie up.
hooking.
I said, yo, that Nick Wayne
Started
worked out.
kicking.
I was like,
Yeah, that dog in
I
him.
was like,
Now, that may be the worst thing, man.
Yeah, they just said make sure you at that next show. I don't care what you do, just make sure you make it to that next show.
Shout outs to Derek Lewis from the D-Lou podcast. Ran into him.
Yeah,
Chopped it up with him for a good bit.
Yeah.
He knows some folks.
He had some good seats too. He was
Yeah, he had some good
Hey,
seats.
I saw some of his pictures. He was real.
Yeah.
He had some friends in the industry.
Anything in AEW stories that we care about right now? I know MJF had that match with
Oh man,
Kenny Omega.
I just watched that this morning.
It was a good fight.
They got it.
It was a good match.
I just want to see what's going on.
It was a good
with
match, Corey.
House of Black.
Huh?
I just want to see what's going on with House of Black. I'm kind of interested in that story.
So I
You
didn't
never
see.
know.
They just
but-
been out attacking everybody.
Yeah, it was like 3 teams in the ring. That's all I saw. I don't know really what was going on with that. Are they trying to get the tag teams or what was going on with that?
Don't know.
Because it was all 3 teams.
Might be
tag.
trying to get fired.
Andrade, you said happy birthday to Punk 2 days ago.
Yeah, I see that the other
Oh,
day.
he did. He did.
Punk had a birthday a couple days ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte
What's the
said, "Come on back, baby."
What's his name? Got hurt for real, I guess. Dan
Dan
I
Bryan.
don't know.
I don't know.
I
if
feel like at the show it did look like he really when they
He
were
out
trying
for the
to-
rest of the year. They said he ain't coming back.
Yeah,
Really?
I remember they all came to the ring. They had
I know
the
that
ice,
he came to the ring, but
yeah,
I thought it was a
broke
part
his
of
orbital
the.
bone.
huh? Yeah,
So
It was
he got
definitely-
hit with the punch, and he got hit with the. Did Okada hit him, and then he got hit with the orange juice punch. He probably got really hit.
He gonna be out here shaking like Kurt Angle. Just keep going. I don't understand, man.
Perk Bryant.
No, he gonna be on perks very soon. That's the 3rd time he got hurt this year.
And he broke his arm. He had a concussion.
Yeah. And then the Moxley, he got another concussion, so they ain't clearing him either.
I like AEW, but they be doing some things that's some unnecessary bumps. I was kind of like side-eyeing them what happened with Dwayne Martin when he flipped off the ladder and
Yeah, that was a little extreme. That
Yeah,
match.
and
That was
crushed his
a
leg.
really extreme match they did.
I was like, that was like a real unnecessary spot, man. But that's what they doing over there, man. So good luck, Edge. 'Cause
he said Ray had talked to Viking,
Ray.
Ray Mysterio.
Let him slow that ass
Talked to
down.
I don't know how to say
Viking
his name, so I'm
go?
just gonna say Viking.
Okay.
Vakilajo, however
Yeah,
you say his name.
Viking.
Told him, about trying to slow down a little bit because he said he went through
Nah,
that same thing.
speed that shit up, my
and
boy.
him,
Fuck
and he
that.
said issues with his knees and stuff that he had to deal with.
Oh, nah,
that-
he just a hating ass motherfucker.
no,
He use that youth, my boy. Don't let no old head tell you so.
no, because he was talking about how people used to try to tell him to slow down, and he said he didn't.
And we remember Rey Mysterio, don't we?
Yeah, and he's still wrestling.
Yo,
Exactly.
Speaking of like speed, I know this is off topic real quick, but did y'all see the highlights of Will Ospreay and Speedball?
No, I heard it was a good match.
Man, they
I heard it was crazy.
killing each other.
Yeah, well, we was talking about last week. I still gotta give y'all that link, but Osprey is like in 3 to 5 of the top 10 matches of the year. Osprey's in.
Yeah,
He killing it,
Yeah.
doing his thing.
oh, yeah, free agent.
See where he signs. Be
If
He'll
he
definitely be an
goes to
asset
the
to wherever he
he'll make a
goes.
hell of a lot
Who's
of
the
money.
GOAT of New Japan Pro Wrestling? I saw that question earlier today.
all time?
All time New Japan Pro Wrestling GOAT.
Ooh,
Got made because of one
that's
person.
a tough one, man.
Is it
gotta be a
is his name, what's his name, Tanahashi? Because he
No.
kind of held it down during the
I mean, you gotta say a lot.
Doing what?
Like before all the during the dark days of New Japan Pro Wrestling, that's what they giving him credit for.
I mean,
He's like the John Cena.
when Inoki started, it was bright. Then he got all those people to come over there.
See, it's been hard because they deal with a lot of foreigners.
Yeah.
though.
Okada.
So,
I like Okada.
And he got, remember, what's the name?
Okada he started over here.
I'm liking Okada. I didn't used to like him at first. I didn't used to like him. The more I see him, like especially on AEW or see him live, was cool. So that's somebody else I've never seen live. Seen
That's a
Okada.
big deal.
But then you could go to the old school cats, like you said, like
You got Muda, Chona,
Muda.
Yeah.
What's the other guy you said?
Kensuke, Sasaki.
Yeah, Ultimo Dragon. Who else?
the
they
belt,
had
the
over
belt collector right
You
there.
you can say to a degree, Benoit.
there? Stan Hansen.
Yep.
Was
Vader,
over there,
Bigelow.
Yeah, we just saw that video earlier.
I can't give the goat of New Japan to any American wrestlers. I can't.
I can't.
So-
it's hard. It's
but
hard for me to pick one.
They're great, but they made their names here.
I think
Like,
there's
Vader
gotta be-
made his name here.
There's got to be two categories for me. There's got to be a category.
To me, I feel like Stan Hansen made a bigger name over there than
Well,
Yeah.
Stan.
So,
left,
yeah,
well,
they-
Stan left.
Vader.
the United,
I'll always think WCW.
Stan left the United States and finished his career over there. So he was a bigger name, a bigger draw over there than. He
I
was
feel like you
over
gotta
here.
give it to a Japanese talent.
You do, right?
Yeah.
And
Who?
so, do we go based off of like impact, or do we go based off of pure talent? Do we do off the character, the charisma, the fans?
who put asses in seats. It was Okada.
I like Okada. I'm a fan now. Just that entrance.
But do we
too.
get
Seeing it
Okada?
live
Do we
was-
get Okada without
He made him popular.
some of the previous guys?
He made it popular. Or if you really want to keep it to being who made him like explode, and it was what they made him come back. They said because he was the first American to go over there, never sold out a show. Was it the Tokyo Dome?
Yeah, I think so.
He went over there. He did that. They brought him right back. Before that, they never sold out the Tokyo Dome. When Styles went there,
AJ Styles.
yeah, he was fighting Okada. That's 2014 is when they really like blew up. Off of Styles just fighting Okada and coming there being a foreigner.
And Okada.
And he had a long belt run.
Yeah.
He had a-
And then remember they had Okada chasing him around or whatever. But they built the whole story out of that.
Okada.
He basically left. Well, he dropped the title to Styles. Well, Styles dropped the title to him because he was on his way out.
And then they called him back. So shit.
That shit dope. You hear them coins drop. And then he
Yeah,
come
I
out
like
there
that.
like
I like
that and all that money falls. I like Okada.
I like it better when New Japan be doing it. They be like, Rainmaker!
Yeah.
Yo, my dude over there is Naito, though, man.
Oh, yeah. There's another good one.
Naito's my dude, man.
It's a lot good. I like Japanese strong style anyway. I always did.
They be beating the shit out of each other over there.
Because two of my top 10 always going to be Muda. And I was just actually talking about this guy earlier tonight. Japanese buzzsaw.
Tajiri.
Tajiri. It's one of my favorites.
I'll just never forget when him and Taz were going at it.
Oh, he wrapped the barbed wire.
Barbed wire in
That-
his mouth, man.
That was some of the best fucking feuds ever. It was brutal.
All right.
And you still can't find footage of him putting that barbed wire in his mouth. I looked the other day. Still can't find it.
Anything?
They don't show it. They pan out.
Anything? WWE.
Like
Nothing
everything's
really-
still the same.
Nothing
What's
big.
No, they got a pay per view coming up, right?
Was it Crown?
Saturday.
Something like that.
Yeah, the Crown.
Yeah, Saturday. So I guess we'll get some new updates too.
Is it gonna be during the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over in
Saudi
Where the-
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
I guess they tape their shows Friday because I guess they're leaving now.
Nah, they're leaving Wednesday, so they knew they wasn't gonna be able to do SmackDown. So most of them is gonna head over, but the Raw crew head over after Raw tomorrow.
Okay.
Cause Vince and them, they already over there.
Yeah.
He walking around with a cane and shit, look like Harvey Weinstein.
Kane McMahon.
Acting like Harvey Weinstein.
That's how Harvey Weinstein looked when how Vince had that cancer. He looked just like him when he was in court. He was trying to get up all fast and leave.
Kane McMahon. Yo, to this day, he was like the greatest bad guy over there. Though. That's just me.
Yeah, because he made it. Most people, if you look at it, what made that so much was Austin was like a regular worker, and everybody wants to punch their boss in their face. Once in a blue moon. Cuss them out.
I can't. My bosses are women.
I'm saying so. I'm going to stay silent.
Yeah, let's not.
Because I'm not incriminating
Hey,
myself.
turn it,
I am not incriminating myself. I'm going to stay silent.
What we got next? Anything else, or was that?
We're just gonna go on to favorite horror films.
So yeah, Halloween's
coming up.
A couple days from now. A lot of people celebrated this weekend. I'll post pictures of us from our Halloween party. But I went as Blank Man, Julian, Shepard from
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim.
I had to catch it.
I was just myself.
And Ken was himself. That's all Ken could be.
I'm just Ken.
He's just Ken.
So,
but it was a good time. Good time. Good outfits.
It was a good night, though.
Yeah.
it's always a good time.
The younger crowd didn't really appreciate the Blank Man effort that I put in.
Give
But,
you hit the round.
Certain demographic.
yeah, a certain demographic didn't appreciate the
Vanilla Field didn't appreciate Black Man.
It's okay though. A lot of people thought.
but the people that did really appreciated
So give yourself
the effort that I put in.
Give yourself a round.
I'm gonna give everybody a round of applause.
Yeah, because we all dressed up.
It was all.
A lot of people thought I was Ric Flair, so it's okay.
Yeah, I did hear that, but I get it. I can see the belt. And yeah. Just round of applause, goddamn. But yes, it is Halloween spirit or whatever. We kind of touched on this last year about our favorite horror movies and things like that. I don't know if we just want to do an update to that or where you want to go with this horror movie topic.
I figured just talk about what's your favorite Halloween
or
scary movie or your favorite franchise.
We can do that. I know we kind of touched on it last year.
Let's just revisit
really like,
or maybe something
trying to figure out how to progress the horror franchise.
All right, this is what I'm gonna say about
and
horror.
this is what I like to think about when I think about movie making and Brian with his writing and just us doing, little side projects. How do we get horror to the pinnacle of horror? And really, it's your taste in it, right? So you don't like the gore. I'm not a fan of the gore, but I can watch it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think that what makes horror. What's horror to me is what gets you like.
I'm a creepy
jumpy, right? So feel free to discuss whatever you want.
Well, number one, I feel I'm in a couple horror groups on Facebook. I feel like horror fans are some of the most, I don't even know how to word it, not finicky, not fickle.
Wish-washy?
They're some of the most hard to please.
Okay.
Because you get all these horror, everybody's in the car. It wasn't scary. I don't think it was scary. I don't know. Meanwhile, I watched the shit. I had to sleep with a light on for 2 weeks. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell kind of horror y'all watching that this shit ain't scary? Like, were you watching serial killers actually kill people? Are you watching snuff films? Is that what are you really watching snuff films?
Was that a shot at Corey?
No, nah, because because I grew up on Unsolved Mysteries and all that stuff. No, I'm talking about like people that like every horror movie, they never have anything good to say about every single horror movie that comes out. Oh, that's not scary. Oh, it was trash. And I'm in a lot of like, if you're in horror groups, you'll see you calling it. It's like, oh, it wasn't scary. Oh, it's trash. Like every single horror movie, it's like, dog, do you even like the genre anymore? Because you're not impressed with any horror movie. Like
now,
none.
I will say that being scared from a movie in today's, like as an adult male now, it's hard for me to be like afraid as I was as a child.
That's because you're a grown man.
Right. And so there are times like Paranormal Activity had a lasting after the movie effect on me. Like when I went home that night and like I heard like
See, that's how I'm with.
like,
That's the
it was just in the back of my
I-
head. It was in the back of my head. Conjuring I thought was really well done. And so I can see people's argument about, I don't really get scared from scary movies nowadays. They might have a jump scare, but is there something that is truly scary of a thing? I've seen some really great short films on YouTube
But I also
that are really creepy, and you'd be like, damn, this is shit is kind of all right. Like, if I had full volume, like movie theater shit, I'd probably be jumping from the shit. And maybe it's just because, again, we have to talk about the business of movie making, right? They got productions, they got money, they got everything invested in these movies. They want to make sure it sells. They want to make sure they get the right directors. And I don't think a lot of directors are really true horror connoisseurs, if that's the right word I'm looking for.
If you get
right?
it's crazy because if you get like some of the best directors that have done some of these big movies have done horror. Stephen King. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Steven Spielberg's his launching pad was Jaws, and I think what made that movie scary is not even well. Quick backstory on Jaws. The shark in the movie malfunctioned, so they basically had to use the music for the movie as to drive the fear amongst people.
It worked.
And that's what exactly, right?
And that's where it worked.
Exactly. And to be able to, it's more than just what you see. It's the
how
heightened
it's presented.
senses. It's the sound, the visual, the anticipation. It's a lot that goes into it. And like, what's the one with the doll that came out?
Annabelle.
No, not the Conjuring doll. It was a robot doll.
Meg.
Meg. Or
I like
not
Meg.
Meg.
Was it not Megan?
Megan.
Megan.
It was a
liked it
good
a lot.
movie, but it wasn't a horror movie.
I feel like
It
it was hard.
was
It was in the genre of horror.
I-
But did you laugh during Meg?
It
Meg?
was I saw it more like a black comedy.
I feel like there's
Exactly. It was
like
it was
there's
a
horror
dark
movies I
comedy.
laugh
It was a dark comedy movie.
But I had fun.
you
with
definitely got to file it under horror though. Like if
Yes,
say
if you had to
go
put it in
a-
the category. But was it scary? No.
no,
Then tell me
but
a
not
movie
every,
that
but
was
not every
scary.
horror movie is scary.
Okay, but now tell me a movie that's scary to you. Well, tell me a movie that recently came out in the last 10 years that's been scary to you.
Scary
Outside of Conjuring.
because I'm not a.
Hot, man.
Huh?
That's it. They're the only ones that get.
That only did anything was, and I feel like James Wan, when that
knows
first
how to-
one came, he said, I got it. And he did it so differently from everybody else
You
that was
talking
doing
about The
horror.
Conjuring?
The first Conjuring movie, when it came out,
Especially when he banged on the door, that shit got me.
Yeah.
But you-
I was like, oh shit.
we was in the theater. Everybody was in the little.
The same thing.
know,
Everybody jumped when I was in there.
He figured it out so good in that movie.
Well, while you're talking about The Conjuring, it's one of the few movies
We were talking about
that's
that before.
rated R,
Right.
not because of not language, not gore, not sex, purely on how scary it is.
And that first
That's how rare
Conjuring
it is that they
movie,
do that, man.
he figured out some formula to say this is how you get people's senses up and lull them to the right point where they could just be, oh shit, and scared. He figured out whatever that math is.
That
And
whole
isn't it based on a
universe
true story?
is like
See.
good at that.
And
the nun and all that.
He figured it out. And I swear that first Conjuring movie had me in that theaters. I was every couple, and I can't think of another one though outside of that. And I'm starting to think like maybe just directors aren't putting that much oomph into trying to care about that genre
I
anymore.
like the Insidious series. I didn't finish
Insidious?
it. I did not see all of them, but I did like.
So
the series.
Insidious one, Insidious, as I was about to say, the Insidious one I thought was well done. It wasn't the level of Conjuring to me, but it was close, right? And they went too far off with the
side stories.
that
of-
that
yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
that it took away from the horror of it.
Don't watch the third one or the recent.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It went so sci-fi. I don't want to say sci-fi. It went so on that spectrum that the horror kind of
Also horror.
yeah, that unknown is what helped the horror part. But once you started going into that and exploring that other stuff, you might as well just make it a Ghostbusters movie or some shit now. And so I just want a new director or somebody to come in and give horror that Conjuring feeling again. Conjuring came out in like
2010.
First one was 2012.
I thought it was 2012. I thought it was 2010.
something early, early 2010s, whatever. And so we're on 12 years now, or however long. I just want something. I've been looking.
It's I think James Wan the only one that got his hands.
Yeah, I've been looking to get that feeling again, and I just can't find it.
I'm a fan of the A24 horror movies.
And
I like
so,
that stuff.
oh, I'm lying. I would be remiss if I did not say a close was
Brian was telling me was that don't.
Smile.
no, not that. It was a good movie. I wouldn't put it in the same tier as when Conjuring came out. It was a good movie.
Not Black Phone.
No, it's the one with
Black Phone disappointed me.
I didn't see it.
so if y'all seen it, it was a little girl and it was like a clicking sound. It was like the little girl, I don't want to give the story away, but it's about a family and it was like a demonic possession and happening, but it turns out it was closer to home than that. And give me a second, y'all.
Was it that?
I'll find it real quick, but y'all can keep talking about.
I just know.
I'm a creepy paranormal. Give me that over the gore all day.
I like a good slasher movie.
Yeah, see, I'm not a good slasher
I am
movie.
I
avoid the slasher movies.
But one movie I keep telling y'all what really freaked, and it takes a lot for me for a horror movie to freak me out.
The Fly.
The Fly was the one that did me.
The Fly.
All right, Hereditary.
Oh,
I know
I'm
what you're talking
cool.
about.
I'm cool on Hereditary.
That's
I read the IMDb and I read the stuff. I said
It
I'm
came
good on this.
close
movie.
to what I felt from Conjuring. I would recommend watching that.
I'm good on Hereditary.
And they had
it's
some
good.
moments in that
No, I'm
clinch
cool.
it.
I'd already read the thing and some
Ooh.
shit in there. I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it had some moments,
I'm cool.
and that's what I'm looking for.
Don't put your head out the car windows. Number one.
Yeah, it was some crazy stuff
Yeah.
that happened in there, but it kept with the horror aspect and didn't give you too much explanation to the where it was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It was straight simple too.
Yeah, and it was a good one. So I will take what I said back. But Conjuring, Hereditary, those are ones I'm looking to. Like, give me something that makes me like, give you that little jump, and then after the movie over, you're still thinking about it a little bit.
That was
That's where
movie
I really have I like watching horror movies, but I don't want to say I'm disappointed by a lot of them. I want more from a lot of horror movies.
I mean, at least there's ones that you like.
Yeah.
What I was talking about was like I've seen fans that there's no horror good enough for them,
Yeah.
and that's when I get to talking about, oh, so you want to watch snuff films, and that's what you want. Like, just say that. Just say you're depraved and you want to watch snuff films, and that's what we can say, because people start including movies like a Siberian Film, which I won't watch, but if you read what it's about and what goes on in that movie, is that really horror or is that just pure out snuff?
Right.
And I feel like there's a difference between horror and snuff. They're two different things. If it's some shit that I'm gonna watch on the dark web, that ain't a horror movie, bro. That's something different. And you might need some counseling if that's the type of shit you like to watch. Not judging, but that I feel like there's a line between, are you watching horror or are you watching some other type shit that it's like,
Yeah.
what type of shit are you into? And what comes to me, a Siberian Film always is one of the ones that gets brought up. And I think, was it Green Apocalypse or Apocalypse? No, it's one of them. I think Apocalypto gets it's some shit out there.
It wasn't Apocalypto wasn't a horror movie.
That is something. I'm talking about the Green something.
Green Inferno.
Yeah, the Green Inferno.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was a cannibal type one.
Oh, okay.
Some
yeah.
other shit.
I don't know about that.
Gets a little.
See,
It's a little
that-
weird.
It's different genres. It's obviously their grotesque side. There's the scary side. There's the whatever like the Megan I would even put sometimes zombie movies in that category where it's just more of a fun horror, like a thrill horror kind of say, as opposed to scary. And it's multiple genres, multiple subsections within horror. So
now you touched on Paranormal Activity, which I enjoyed those. Say it's because it's creepy. I'm kind of a fan of the found film and the just a camera. I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I will say one of them messed me up, and it wasn't because the movie wasn't creepy and scary. It was because the people that I was in the theater with. I don't remember which one it is, but it's the one where I think the babysitter was there with the kids. Do you remember the one where she goes in the kitchen and all the furniture and everything's gone? Mm-hmm. Like everything's gone. Like everything in the kitchen was gone. Mm-hmm. The furniture and all that's gone. And that's the one where it falls from the ceiling all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. But when he got to the scene where everything was gone, that's the one where the ghost or whatever was called Toby. I'm in the theater. There's some people in the back. They being a little rowdy. They've been off the hook all night. A little fun. They're funny though. But they was like, they go in the kitchen. They was like, oh damn, Toby done cleaned the whole kitchen for you. And it kind of messes up the scare factor because now I'm laughing. Yeah. And now the rest of the way out the movie, we laughing that shit about Toby
and
instead of being
a lot of it scared. A lot of it does have to do with the ambiance and the environment that you're watching it into. And people watching it with you can mess up the movie.
And that was the one that had the oscillating camera.
Yeah,
it was going across the room.
Yeah.
And then you going back and see with that was the whole build up to, I know you're going to give me a jump scare. I just don't know when you're going to give it to me. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to prepare myself for it. And that's what messed me up was the oscillating camera that just kept going back and forth, waiting for something to jump out at me and do some crazy shit. Yeah. But I like the Paranormal Activity movies. It just started getting a little bit out of the way of what it was. But
I checked out after was it the third one? I think.
No.
They're
What's name was actually a good horror movie this year though?
What's that?
Saw X.
And that to me falls in the gore horror side.
That's a real weird franchise, though.
Oh, cool.
The Hostel, that genre, I felt like blew up in the 2000s with Hostels and
all the body cords and all that.
Yeah, the Centipede or.
Oh, that was
Human Centipede.
I personally
weird shit.
Hated that movie, and everybody was telling me you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, it was some wild shit going on.
So I rented it, and I was just like, why in the hell is everybody? Well, I think the best horror films was probably around like the 80s, man. That's just me.
The one that probably was the creepiest to me that had the longest lasting effect, it's only the first one. The second one, not so much. The original, The Grudge, the first one. Still, I always say the PG-13 horror movies to me were always, they gave you some of the creepiest. Like The Grudge was creepy to me.
That Japanese.
Because I was cool on that. But when I watched it, I remember at the time, way before I met Barbie, may have been living with somebody. So what she would do is she used to work nights at the hospital. Yeah. And then would call on the phone from the hospital, and I know it's her, but all she would do, I'd pick up the phone, she's just making the sound. Yo, stop playing, like, because I'm in the crib, you know, like, stuff like. And I remember one time, I damn near kicked her in the face. She tried to do the scene where it came from under the bed. Like, I don't play shit like that. Like,
no.
You trying to come from under the bed? I'm about to kick you in the face. Like, stop playing.
No, it sounded like some other activities was going on.
Look, it wasn't that type of activity. You just want to get kicked in. Like,
there's some role playing going on.
And then turn off the. I ain't for the role play The Grudge.
I think you messed up.
We can role play some other shit, not The Grudge. But yeah, to me, The Grudge, even to this day, was one of the creepiest movies where I was just like thinking about it after the movie was over for extended, because I'm not like that with a lot of horror movies. The ones I watch, I'm just like, that was kind of creepy. That was, whatever. I might think about it for a night or two, but The Grudge, I think it was like a whole 2-3 weeks afterwards. I'm still like, I'm going in the rooms, turn on lights before ain't gonna be no little motherfucker in here.
Really like scare me now. Maybe because I just grew up watching them.
See, and I think another thing with horror movies that's not the same as other genres because it's taxing on your psyche. I feel like there's a lot of desensitization with horror movies.
Yeah.
And it's like you need that next.
And it needs to be a evolution of something that happened. And that's what I mean. Where I think because of movie theaters or production companies just wanting to put out stuff for the bang of the buck or whatever, they didn't really explore how to evolve horror. And so it was the same formula that we were getting from the 2000s that we were still getting till today. With the exception of, some few movies that took new chances and new ideas on things. And that's basically what I was getting at is how do we get to that next step, well, whatever that is. I like to hear Brian's point of view.
He's actually working on quite a few, so he would.
And, it's definitely an ongoing topic we could continue talking about, especially as new horror movies come out. I haven't watched the new Nun yet. I think it's on HBO Max now. I might check it out.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen it yet, though.
But I would definitely say James Wan had got that conjuring a new formula of horror that worked. And you'll see, like I said, with Hereditary and some other ones that are doing different approaches, new type of ways to scare people. And that's what I like is trying to progress it and make it a little bit memorable and lasting of an impact. And that's really all I care about.
I don't want no lasting impact.
Yeah, I do.
I don't want no lasting impacts.
I do.
But speaking of, I'm gonna probably check out Five Nights at Freddy on Tuesday, more likely than not.
Yo, that movie was #1 this week.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's on Peacock. If
you
y'all
know
don't
why?
care to watch it in theaters, you can watch it on
Yeah, I like the theater, but because I already think animatronics are creepy anyway. Like I always thought the Chuck E. Cheese robots and shit were always kind of creepy looking to me anyway. So I'm gonna go peep that out. I was kind of hoping it was an R rating, but
Yeah, it was #1. I mean, it had real bad critic reviews, but why people?
I didn't expect a masterpiece.
I'm just.
I mean, no, yeah.
And I was.
I figured it would, but
how much it made. I was like, damn, it made past his budget.
I'm gonna check it out though.
Yeah.
So,
anything else while we're here?
I don't know, but I'm excited for Godzilla this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That 01 looks badass though.
Okay. Anything else?
Yup, Marvel's November 10th. How about that?
Yeah. Ken, how do you feel about the Marvels, Ken?
Yeah. Exactly.
Coming out in a couple weeks.
Tiger Helly has an opinion. I wonder what Ken's opinion.
Ken, dare to be different.
I may have watched my own movie Barbie a lot this year, so I've supported women movies a lot this year. The Marvels, though,
Did
gonna
you know
be interesting to see where it goes.
the villain in the Marvels is the wife of Loki?
Is she?
Yeah. Black chick. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Shout out to that.
That's
Yeah, chop-
wild.
I like, what's his name? Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah.
I like him, man. I like
No,
him. I got to catch up on Loki. We got to talk about that.
That's been good.
Yeah. We're
will-
going to talk about that in one of these episodes. I got to catch up
will-
on Loki, but we'll talk about it in a couple episodes.
Surprisingly, this season
Yeah, I
has
heard it
been
got
better than the first one. It's a lot going on, but it's setting up for something.
Yeah.
They're doing. Out of all the things Marvel's doing wrong, this one's doing it.
I heard it got good. And we'll save it for next episode, but there's been some, ruffling of the feathers at Marvel saying, like, hey, I don't like this product. Like, you gotta get this shit under control.
Well,
And we'll talk about it in some future episodes.
it's a loaded question.
Yeah. But all right, yes, Marvel's in a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. If anything else, we can go ahead and wrap it up and get on out of here. I know we got some places to be, people to see, and all that good stuff. So
Yes, sir. It's another episode of the Watchers Podcast, WATCH, hard ERZ.
and that's on
As Tiger Helly would say.
Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube.
Tiger Helly would say not on
I think that's
Pornhub.
it. Yes. Episode 52.
52.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm Tavon. Tri-State_tip on Instagram.
Smitty Green Giant, formerly known as The Damaging, and Stranger in Moscow.
Oh,
I've been waiting for that button all night.
Who we at? Cord?
No, I just asked a Corey Jones.
Oh, okay, my fault.
And I am Ken in place of
Yes.
Tiger Helly 19.
Thank you, Ken.
On the
for joining us
Snapchats,
today.
IGZs. On Facebook, his name is Jason Williams. And shout outs to my ex, long term, low commitment girlfriend, Barbie. You killed it in the theaters. That's what's up. But yeah, that's all we doing today.
You know they selling that shit on Blu-ray now, right?
Wow.
I'm just
Yeah, you can stream that shit.
Yeah.
yeah, you can stream it, but some people like me like to own the physical copy.
Well, you won't be able to get it from Best Buy. Come
or
on.
Yeah.
Walmart or
Because you can't have these girls trying to come over to the Mojo Dojo Casa House with the Blu-ray. Can't. So, you know.
I'm still keeping mine, damn it. I haven't bought a DVD in a minute though.
We on Blu-rays now.
Yeah, they about to stop those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure you got
It's all
a streaming login.
It's all good.
All right. Episode 52, ladies and gentlemen. Till next week, or next episode, I should say. Peace.
I won't be here.
Stranger in Moscow.